Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Daisha and I am the owner of PGL Planners, and this is my YouTube channel where we do everything digital planning, digital Bible study, all that jazz wrapped up into one. So if that interests you, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification so you can stay updated on all things new. We're gonna kind of compile a lot of things in this video and just make it one cluster, and I'm trying to make it short at the same time, so bear with me. But first I want to start out by saying what we're going to be doing in this video that would actually matter. I'm going to show you briefly what's new in the shop, give you a little bit of an update as to what's going to be going on next week as far as what to expect from me, some tutorial bits on how to get font into Penly, and as I do my plan with me for the week, I'll show you some tips and tricks tricks that I have found that work for me inside of Penly. So if that interests you, then stick around because that's what we're going to be doing. So first, I'm actually going to turn on my hotspot really quick. I should have done this already, but I hope you guys are all doing well. I am doing fabulous. I have been working really hard. I'm trying to time everything perfectly as far as products are concerned, what I want to release, what makes more sense to release at this point in time, or what I would prefer to wait on, that kind of stuff. So I'll explain momentarily what I mean by that, but let's go into the shop. So I've dropped 2 things that I've been working on quietly. I'm just going to turn this up a little bit, just not too much. And I finished majority of it today because I kind of went into mad scientist mode and I sat down and I just went for it. So something that is going to be new in the shop is called custom setups. And when you click it, it will take you to a new section. So there's only 4 products here on this section right now, but they are called custom setups. Let's just click on one of them so I can kind of show you what's in them. So I really love, this is going to be tooting my own horn, but I really love my PGL planner system, and one thing I love about it the most is that it feels very interactive. I feel like I'm really using an actual planner. A lot of the times with the inserts that go right onto the page, kind of like taking glue or whatever and just pasting it on top of a plain piece of paper. I really love the dashboard kits. I feel like I can really make my planner look even more realistic. And I wanted to take that a stretch further with the custom setup kits. So the first set, or the first collection, is called Pink About You. I'm actually working on fall's collection, excuse me, right now, but I figured I would release one for the last little bit of summer, just for fun, and I really wanted to use it and see how I felt about it, if it's something that I want to keep around in the shop. And I've liked it a lot, so I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna throw something in here for you guys. So I actually created these covers earlier in the week, and I decided to just create a collection around it. So what you'll get is basically 2 background scenes that I've built with multiple pieces that I've found online that of course is legal, and then the covers. So the covers will no longer have a background, and the reason why I'm doing this formatting is specifically for this. I want to keep this around. I think that it creates such an aesthetic for your planning experience, and I'll show you guys how it works. But yeah, so this is what's new in the shop, as well as dashboard kits to match this particular one. Don't worry, Nay, I am going to be putting in the dashboard systems from the planners that I released. I just wanted to put these out first because I feel like those are more fall, and I still need to make the product images for those. So I'm not going to put a time frame on them. I was going to try to get them out sooner, but right now it's just been like a lot of things like pouring out of my head. So I'm going to aim for next week, but I'm not going to make any promises. So the Pink About You dashboard system is inside of the shop as well, and we'll just look at pink since, you know, we'll blush since it's the Pink About You collection. And the dashboards are all the same. Of course, the only thing that's going to be different is the actual color of your planner. And so it'll come with all of these items here. So it's like 36 pieces as well as a hex code situation. So those are the things that are new in the shop. What I'm hoping to get done next week, like I said, are hopefully the other dashboard kits. It shouldn't take me long. I just need to make product images for those. And then I want to get the Bible study kit. That's like priority in my mind, is the Bible study kit. I want to get those out as soon as possible. But now I want to show you guys a quick tutorial on how to get font into your actual Penly app. Also, for next week film schedule wise, I want to go ahead and do another iPad video, so I will be getting that out sooner than later. My film schedule may be a little erratic next week. I'm going to try something a little different. I have a lot of requests piling up, and doing 3 videos a week is not allowing me to get those requests filled as much as I would like, so I might have to figure something out. But anyways, so let's just look for a font really quickly. It doesn't have to be anything that I actually like. We're just gonna, let's go with Moonlight. So let's just download this. And this is defont.com. It's very well known. It's the reason why I'm using it, honestly. And I'm gonna close this out and we're gonna go to my files. One easy way to always find what you've downloaded is just go to recent. I'm gonna go to the zip file for Moonlight and I'm going to extract it. Once it's extracted, I'm going to go straight to Penly, and then I'm going to click on the font or the T for text, and I'm going to go down to import. Once again, one really easy way is just to go to recent, or not. Actually, we're going to let's go to downloads. And so now let's look for Moonlight, which is right at the top. And I'm pretty positive, yeah, OTF or TTF, it does not matter as far as the formatting, but you're just gonna click it, and boom, now you have Moonlight inside of there. So if I wanted to use it, I'm sorry you guys. So if I wanted to use it, I would just tap and use my little keyboard here and write Moonlight, and let's just stretch it out so you can actually see that it's the font that we just downloaded. But yeah, so that's that. Now let's go ahead and hop into something else. Actually, let me go back. So one trick or trick number 1 that I want to talk about is this here. I don't know if you guys know this. My sister told me this and I'm like, yes, thank you. If you tap the ball on anything that you're trying to rotate, it will do it at the perfect angle for that, so you can do a full 360 perfectly. So if you're trying to make it line up with like the sides, you can do it that way. Like, I think that's just genius. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a custom scene for my planner. I'm gonna go to the folder. I love doing PNGs for everything now because of the way that this is organized. It's just so much easier. So you're gonna see a lot more of that from me. I'm kind of straying away from doing GoodNote sheets and Samsung note sheets, and the reason why is because, for one, it's so time consuming when making those, and then 2, a lot of programs are starting to get the upgrade now where it's easy to just pull all of your PNGs in at once. I just don't see myself doing that anymore. Like I said, it really makes it longer for me to get products out to you guys. And with the way Penly works and GoodNotes works, which are 2 very popular apps right now, you don't really need the Samsung sheet. And even with Samsung Notes, you can just pull all the PNGs in yourself, or whatever the case may be. Like, it's easier, and I feel like overall it would make more sense moving forward for me. For the background that I'm gonna choose, I'm gonna go bright, and I'm gonna go with this one. It says home on it, and I think it's adorable. So we're just gonna pull this across until it fills up the screen. Just a little bit more. I wish it was less awkward to do this in Penly, but it's not terrible, that's for sure. So now that we have like our background, I'm going to get a cover. So I'm gonna go with this one. And I just want to slightly tilt mine and do it like this. There we go. And now we have this very cute and easy scene that we've made, and it still works. You tap it, it's still going to take you to your index. Super easy. So now let's go ahead. I already picked out my weekly views S, because I have 2 views that I chose. But before we do that, I want to use the new dashboard kit. So I'm going to actually get rid of the, I'm gonna get rid of all of this, actually. And I'm gonna go right into the Pink About You dashboard, and I'm going to go pink. I'm just gonna pop this here, and I'm gonna crop it down. So with cropping, you have to be on the image tool, if you didn't know. I'm just gonna say little things here or there because I know some people are new to Pinly. To duplicate, you wanna be on the selection tool, and then you'll hit the paper that looks like copy and then paste, and you'll end up with your image that you clicked. I'm just gonna put that there, which is perfect for me. I feel like that's a good look. And then we are going to go ahead and pick some images here. So I'm actually feeling like I'm gonna just like compile. I love this purse on the Pink About You set. Like I love it. It's so girly and just absolutely adorable. I'm gonna put a little rounded paper, and then I'm just gonna select all of these, and I'm gonna bring it over here, and then I'm just gonna hit the back button, and then I'll hit back on that. And so now I can make adjustments. I'm gonna bring this forward, and I'll bring this up a little bit, and I'm gonna actually tilt this just ever so slightly. And that feels very realistic. And then I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna get that ripped piece of paper. I'm gonna put that up here at the top, like so. And then I'm going to keep it really simple and probably do this on my underpiece here. Just kind of stretch it out, and then do the selection tool to send it back, and boom. And so now I have my dashboard set up the way that I would like for it to be. And I'm gonna actually turn on my keyboard because I don't feel like I'm gonna be doing a lot of like the writing text thing. So I'm just gonna do it like that. Whenever I turn it on, it kind of like resets, which is why I didn't do anything. And I'm gonna put it back on the font I like, and I'm going to put the word faith, and let me see. Faith, and it's capital. There we go. And I'm gonna actually make it blue because, yeah, can't really see. Also, Nay has a wonderful tip. If you haven't noticed that your font is cutting off in Pinly, then good for you. But for a good majority of us, we're noticing that it cuts off our font. Depending on the font, like if you're using all caps, it seems to be fine. I feel like whenever I use like a very nice little script or something, that's when it cuts off my stuff. So if you're noticing that, then just spacebar before and after so you can get your full situation. So now that we have that going on, my week ended out looking like this, so it actually turned out pretty well. I still have some stuff that's going to carry over into this week. So this is the first week view I chose, and then I chose a block schedule situation. So I'm actually going to just quickly do the block schedule really fast, and then I will do the other stuff. So I'm going to go into the square, and then I am going to actually grab a hex code because I want to use some of the colors from the Pink About You situation. So I'm going to go in here, and I'm just going to pick a color that I like and work from there. So let's go back to here, and the first color that I want to do is probably going to be, I wish that we could put more colors in here. It's kind of frustrating that it gets rid of this stuff, but it's okay. So like I said, the first thing that has to be there is the FF in capital in order for it to read the rest of the hex code when you're doing the shapes, the text, or the highlighter. I'm feeling like this is a pretty color, so I'm going to go for it. So that's B866. And so we'll start out with this color. And I'm going to use this color across the board. So I don't want my radius to be as rounded as I've had it, and I also don't want the thickness of my line to be that thick. And for the most part, actually I'm going to use this to block this off. So I don't wake up at the crack of dawn, so oops, gotta pick a shape. And let me go ahead and actually get rid of those. Oh, there is nothing there. Sometimes these little lines will show up, but anyways, I'm gonna block this off. until about 6, because I want to wake up at 6 o'clock. And let me zoom in. I just put a little square there. Zoom in and make sure that it's full. There we go. And I'm going to do this situation here. So with Pinly, I find that it is really similar to most planning apps. It's only going to be hard if you make it difficult. So try not to overthink it. Like bringing in fonts is just like bringing in fonts from any other app. Your text tool is pretty simple. I think the hex codes to me is probably the hardest part of this app. I'm going to use this as like a little note to myself throughout the week. And I'm going to do it in that color. Yeah, trying to stick to. And with this, the great thing about Pinly is that you can rotate your text as well, so you can like make it fit really nicely. I like how I have this huge hex code thing just sitting here, but I'm still possibly going to use it for the block scheduling, which is why I have left it there. I might put this here. So right now, I think what's going to start to become popular is that scrapbooking look. It's so funny because I just started scrapbooking in my planner, and I showed that in my planner walkthrough, and I feel like that's going to be the trend in digital planning. We're going to start seeing more kits look more like journaling and scrapbooking styles. I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to put I'm just going to put the things unseen. They go with the theme of like what the Lord has been teaching me lately, so I'm just kind of like popping these randomly throughout my view here. And that's one thing I love about the dashboard kits. Even though it is for your dashboard, you can totally like use it to like amp up your spread, which is like so cute. I think it's adorable, and I think it's fun, and it's still, like I said, it's still functional. Like it's not just this. So if you end up with a situation like this where you kind of want this to go beneath the paper clip, but then you've got this here, what you do is you'll select this and the thingy here, and you'll hit back, and it'll send it back behind this without this going all the way behind that. I hope that made sense. I was really trying to explain that as best as I could. And I'm actually going to move you bunny rabbits to about there. I think that's cute. And now we need the word July. I need some date dots too, but let me go ahead and get the color blocking out of the way. I don't want to get too distracted here. So I am gonna take the opacity down for this, and so from about 6, I'm sorry, but I have to get it. It's so annoying. Oh my gosh, they're attracted to this light. Anyways, okay, so from about 6 to, I would say 7 o'clock, I want to wake up and I want to do my devotional, because what's happening is that my morning routine is starting to overlap a bit too much. Like it's starting to interfere with like the time I get to spend with the Lord and the time that I actually get to work. And so what's happening is I'm only able to work at night at this point and not really accomplish anything in the daytime because of my kids and, you know, obviously our routine. And so that's not going to cut it. So I'm going to have to wake up a little bit earlier so I can get my devotional out of the way that way. And it's good to start the day with the Lord first anyways. So if I wake up earlier, I can do my devotional, do my Bible study and everything. And then when I get downstairs after the kids have eaten and all of that, it'll be a whole lot easier for me to what's the word? It'll be easier for me to, I'm trying to think, but it's okay. That's all right. I'm just going to put in white. Actually, I'm going to put it in black. Devotional Bible study. Apparently, I'm not putting anything. Devotional and Bible study. I want to try to keep the schedule the same throughout the whole week. And then as far as like me setting it up here with you guys, and then as I go through the week where I see it's not working, I can alter it, and that way I can change my schedule around according to like what's actually happening. It's one of my favorite ways to plan, is to kind of like, if I need to change my schedule, I will do a block scheduling view like this, and then I will alter it as the week goes. Let's see here. I feel a tad rushed. I don't know how much a room is on this particular thingamajig. Anyways, I hope you guys are all doing well. I have been so like in my head lately. I've had to really take a moment and just breathe because your girl is a workaholic. Like, she is a bit much and it's driving me nuts. So this week I took 3 days off of work, and it's starting to show, and I don't like that because it's like, okay, I took 3 days off and it felt good at the time, but now I'm like, man, had I not taken those days off, I could have gotten this done, I could have gotten that done, but what are you gonna do? So I'm gonna take another color in between this because I realized that that's so close to that color. I have like a minty color already. I'm just gonna use this cream color. So I need to fill it in with the cream color too, Daisha. From about 8 to 9 is like the kids' routine. I'm tripping. So we're gonna just pop them here. And if you bought the dated planner in the shop, then check your files. I just put font kits inside of them, more fonts. So, and the fonts, the way that I get them, I just ask you guys in the Facebook group what you need, and then I just put them in there, and then I crop them, all that jazz, so that you don't have to worry about that. And yeah, it comes out really nice. It's really cool. I'm actually done here because I think I'm just gonna go with this Valentine's Day color scheme, even though it's not February. And we're just going to go with it because I kind of like the way it's going with the kit, and it is what it is. You can use whatever colors you want whenever you want, because that's the way the cookie will crumble today. Alright, so from about, I don't know why I'm trying to do this so far away. From about 10 to 11 is breakfast. But I'm trying to shrink that down to 10:30 being the end of breakfast, because they need more playtime before lunch. It's so crazy. It's like they get out of their chairs and then they're like, Mom, I'm hungry. It's like, what? You guys are so funny. Okay, breakfast. And then I'm just gonna make that a smidgen bigger. Boom, boom. And put this here. It actually worked out really well. Okay, and then we'll take this color again, since it's already been sized down, and from about this time to here is like a little quick work block, so I'm just gonna put work block. Actually, this will be good for social media. Social media messages. I can respond to you guys, and I can do that during that block because it's such a small amount of time. Honestly, it just goes by way too fast to do anything work related with it. So I'm just gonna call it a day on that one. I keep putting it perfectly in spot, like that's what I'm talking about. Thank you, God. Okay. Boom. And then we will do, this is lunch, and lunch really does take this long because my son and my daughter have different meals sometimes, and then my son tends to take a little bit longer to eat because he's still working on that. So we'll just put lunch. I could be using my script stickers, but for the sake of time and the fact that I have my keyboard right here, I'm just going to type it. I don't know why I keep hitting the wrong thing. I don't know why I copied it. Oh, I did that because of the font size, I guess. And boom. Send you back. Boom. Perfect. And let's rearrange you here. Perfect. And then we're going to go in with this pink color again. Block scheduling does not have to be intimidating, and I think it works really well alongside a regular week view. This is like a good work block here. So I'm gonna put work block here. But yeah, you just literally put what would work in your mind for every day, and then you alter it as you have stuff go throughout the week. And for me, this is definitely going to change and alter, but at least I have the foundation of what I want to happen. You know, like this is kind of what I would like to happen every day, but more than likely things, like I said, will have to change. So I'm just gonna turn this entire block into like evening routine, because dinner and everything kind of flows the same this part of the night, and the whole week is probably not going to change much at all because this is just my kids' bedtime routine. So yeah, bedtime. I'll just put dinner and bedtime. And go ahead and make it bigger. So I don't know, Sharon, if you watch me on YouTube, I know recently a switch was made to an iPad. I want you guys to know that GoodNotes does not do linking inside of the documents yet. So if you are like, you know, I just really would prefer to use GoodNotes, as you see me use my iPad more as I do more videos with it, I just want you to know that there is no linking function within the document. So if you do make that switch, just know that you're not going to be able to link anything within your document. So please, you know, keep that in mind so you won't be disappointed when it doesn't work the way you want it to. This is going to be a work block for me. And I'm actually going to like cut off the thingy a little bit here, because I'm going to not work on Saturdays. Oops, I meant to unselect that, because if you select it, it will do the font. So stupid. I wish it would not warp the font like in Touch Notes, but you know, Touch Notes is just rude these days, so I don't even play around with it. I also wish that with Penly the highlighter would go underneath your text. I hate that when you highlight it stays on top. And I'm not talking about like this, obviously you can send it back, but I mean like the font that's already built into your planner. Like if I highlight this, it's not gonna go underneath. It's just gonna sit right there on the top and be there. Like I can't send it behind anything. I don't like that. I wish it would just seat behind it like other apps do. And I'm sure that's something that they will work on. And then this time on down, actually the work block needs to be a little bit longer, but this will be my bedtime routine. So I'm actually going to make this a little bit longer just because this is typically what happens. And do like that. And then we'll just do normally in this segment of time, I normally digital plan, and okay, sorry, I lost you guys. But yeah, I'm gonna do the top part of that later. And then with this, I'm just gonna take what I did not finish this week and move it. So for chores, that would be all of this. And I'm gonna paste it, and I'm going to move it down here. And then, let me see. I wanna keep the same daily habits. And I do believe I get something from this, so I'm gonna look at my spending and then see what I can do about that. But I wanna keep tracking the same thing because I actually like that. I'm still doing the same shows right now in book because I've been kind of working. So we're gonna paste that here. Super easy peasy. And then my work tasks. That's gonna probably be added as the week goes. And then let me go into my stickers. I hope you guys are all doing well. I got quiet because I'm like trying to think in my head before I get to the stickers, like which kit I would probably want to use. It's feeling like a this kind of kit kind of day. So I'm actually gonna use it. I'm gonna probably use this color to keep it neutral. So, oops. Today already happened, but I am gonna put something here, and I'm gonna just kind of keep that same energy going down the page. And then with Pinly, you just select and then you duplicate. Like, don't make it harder on yourself, make it easier on yourself. And then we can just like select 3 of them and put them down here. Digital planning will only take as long as you make it take. Like if you're a little bit slower with it, then it is going to take longer for you to complete a task. But for like, once you get comfortable, it starts to be less and less and less. I'm going to use this on my tomorrow area. And then I can use my functional stickers once I get that going. So we're just going to paste this here, and then once again, like I said, don't make it take longer than what it has to. Select 3, boom, and there you go. And then, let me see, for my to-dos, I'm probably going to use this brown to-do situation because it's already kind of a list on its own. Going to shrink it to where it fits in the square, and then I'm going to go in selection and paste it. Make sure it's even because this is going to be the ones that I copy and paste. So you don't want to copy and paste it uneven. And then boom. So there are my to-dos. And then with the morning, I'm going to put which book I'm going to be studying Bible-wise. So actually, I can just use these flags. So for here in the morning, I'm just going to pick random books based on what I'm feeling. I'm tripping. And I like that color because I know I'll be able to see it in the morning when I'm tired. So we'll do Isaiah on that day. That way I can split. Actually, yeah, I like that a lot. And then, actually, I think I'll stick to Isaiah. What I'm going to do, because what I've been doing is annotating Isaiah and Matthew at night. I think I'm about to run out of space. So I'm going to, like, stop talking and, like, I think switch the memory card. Possibly. Okay, sorry about that. So now I'm going to do it like this. And I love that you can select like this without having to drag it, because then you can pick what it is that you're actually wanting to copy and paste. And so I'm gonna grab one more and just pop it there like so. So I know I'm gonna be studying Isaiah in the mornings, and then in the evening I'll pick another color. I'll pick the pink one. In the evening I'm gonna do Matthew. And so select and boom. I have a different view for my work, and I know that I will personally fill that out because I don't want to give away any spoilers on what I'm working on. Plus I might have like idea thingies there, so I don't want to like share all of that. But yeah, so I'm not going to really put any work tasks on here per se. I might put like some here or there, but not a lot of work tasks. Oops. And then from there I can just do it that way and copy and paste. But yeah, I have been in such a great creative flow lately. It's been really nice. Like the ideas just keep coming, and I'm like, Lord, I know this is nothing but you, because when I feel like I'm close to having burnout, he gives me something else, and I'm like, yes, see, that's the kind of ideas that I need. For the lunch hour, I'm probably just going to use a functional sticker there. So let me go to the functional stickers now. I don't know particularly where, like what area my functional stickers are in. I'm trying to think about where they're located. Oh my goodness. So the show that I'm watching right now, the Shooting Stars one, it's okay. Like, I've seen K-dramas that have grasped me by this point and really made me interested. This one's so predictable that it's just kind of painful to watch. But because it is predictable, I just want to go ahead and finish it, because I'm assuming what's going to happen, and I'm just like, yeah. You know, after like some time, stuff like that, you know, it's cool, but then it like gets kind of boring. It's like, okay, I already know this person's going to do this, and this is what's going to happen with this. So I don't know, I'm just waiting for a shock factor, because I don't feel like I'm gonna really get one. So I don't have like super high hopes for the show, really. This will help me scrapbook later. I can like keep the highlights of like the afternoon area or afternoon point of the day. I can kind of keep those and just use them. By now I would have had my plan with me up on YouTube, but like I said, I took yesterday off because I was just having like a mental like stupor for the day. It was just not really a good day. I was so like, what is going on? Because these are over here on the side, I'm like thinking to myself, I don't know, we'll see. We'll make it do what it do. Okay. I find myself using the gray dots more than anything. I mean, I use the white dots too, but I don't know. I guess too, this would be great to kind of tap and make them go like that. That's perfect. So let's actually go ahead and turn all of them by selecting all of them and then tapping that little circle. And then we can just kind of sit them by their respective day. I love that. Oh my gosh, I can't tell you how happy I am about that. When my sister told me that, I was just like, yes. I wish a couple of things about this app, but overall it's not disappointing. Like, I have been able to plan very successfully in this app. I haven't had any major issues. I'm a part of the beta version still, because I realized in order for me to not have the beta version, I have to uninstall the app and reinstall it, and I'm not fixing to lose my planner for that. So I was just like, you know what, take one for the team. I just won't delete my folders like last time from my actual planner. From actual tablet. That way, if they do delete my stickers, I can easily just bring them back in via the folder. That way I don't lose anything. I'm going to use I'm really into the exclusive Vault July version. I love the blue, don't get me wrong, I really do. But the way those oranges are just like, I keep using them for like my sermon notes and stuff like that. I just think it's so stinking cute. I just can't, like, and so I'm going to use that word July up here at the top. And if you are curious about getting these, I have the passwords in the shop. Yeah, I have the passwords. Okay. I have the passwords in the shop where you can buy them. Maybe I tilted a little bit. No. Morning's just going to be covered a little bit. I don't even care. Whatever. And I don't feel like this needs any more like zhuzhing. I don't feel like, I don't know. I need to go through the icons. I still have yet to do that and decide what ones need to be like, I don't know, done up, because I haven't fully decided. I'll just put that there, stretch it out a little bit where the flowers overlap the lines. The rest of this would have to be filled in over the week, and then I'm gonna fix this up at the top because I don't like this color up here. I feel like it's just too like, I don't know, it's just not making me happy. So we're gonna just go white. I tried to be creative there, but I just, nah. I'm a very particular person when it comes to my planning, and there's just certain things, like I like stuff to look really streamlined. I like it to look really neat. I'm tripping. Really neat in just a certain way, and yeah, I didn't like that way. This feels a whole lot better to me, the way that this looks. It's just cleaner and it looks nicer. I'm actually gonna go ahead and block out to 12 a.m. because I'm not up at that time, so there's no point for me to have that there. And boom. See, with Pinly, I feel like because there aren't as many glitches inside of it, like touch notes, I'm able to plan faster, which is why I haven't felt like going back to touch notes to even play around, or like, oh, you know, is it back to doing its thing or something? Like, nope. Sorry, you guys. I'm still trying to kill that freaking gnat. It's so fast. It's freaking annoying. It's not a gnat. It's a fruit fly. But anyways, let me just put this here, and then I'm gonna grab you. But yeah, I really like it. Just goes by so fast. I mean, I even plan faster in here now than I do in GoodNotes. And I only say that because this app, I do feel like, is really just like almost a replica. Just like there are some major differences, but at the same time there aren't. I'm gonna change the font up here for my words. I want it to be the one that I have on the thingamajigs. And so for the weekends, or for Sunday, I'm gonna use pink. I need this to be down so I can see though where to have it, and then I'll bring it up. And then I'll do Monday, well, I'll keep it lowercase. Then I gotta space it though, because it'll cut it off. Monday. I wish, like in Samsung Notes, that it had those guidelines. I don't know why other apps don't have it, but you really do need it, because it's like, how do you know it's straight or that it's on the same I guess it really doesn't matter, but I like to know that it's straight. That's something that, I don't know. So have you guys seen that Creflo Dollar or Pastor Dollar? He repented, or he apologized. Well, he didn't apologize. He said, I'm not going to apologize for what I did. But basically about the whole tithing thing. So I live in Georgia, so I've been to his church before when I was younger. And it was really like a thing. Like, I will never forget seeing how many times they kept passing that basket around. Like, they were serious about tithing. Like, it almost made it feel like if you didn't tithe, you weren't Christian. Like, you weren't helping the church, you weren't helping God's people, you were stealing from the storehouse, misinterpreting scripture. And so a lot of pastors are starting to understand that scripture a whole lot better, and they're starting to understand that that was under the old Mosaic law. And so, yeah, we'll have to go over it when we get there, when we're reading and everything. It's going to be a while before we get to the newer parts of, the New Testament. But yeah, it's a whole shkadoodle, like it is. I'm going to put July here, but I want to do something fancy. So we're going to do July in pink on the bottom. I want it in all caps. Oops, I guess I got to actually hit it. So we're going to do all caps July. Well, clearly that's not all caps. July. And then we're going to do it again. Well, let's make it the size I want first. I'm going to put July here. And then we're going to copy and paste it. And we're going to make this one at the top blue. And then we'll just select it and okay, no. Then we'll just select it and make it bigger. And then I'm going to grab nothing from here. Let's see. It's got to kind of match the theme. I'm having too much fun. I said this video was going to be quick, and here I am making it long. Is this the right shade? No, it's not. Yes, I am that level. That's what I'm saying. I'm very particular. I love how people can get creative with their spreads and everything, but for me, because of the way that I am, I can be a bit annoying with mine. I'm gonna do it like how I did the oranges. And then I'm going to, oops, it 90 degreed itself on me. Boop. And then, boop. And then I'm gonna grab it again and just kind of put one up here. July. There we go. And I can actually stand to have a border down here now that I've done that. And I feel like the butterfly kit kind of matches the colors in here. So let's see. I like that because it adds some interest, because this is such a very pink situation that adding some color back into it might actually give it some life and stuff. And then we're gonna just go in here and we're gonna copy and paste. And I'm gonna grab the image tool and bring it on down. And there we go. So we have this and we have this. And if there's anything in here that I want to add, I should probably add it now. To bring out that grayish color. Do that. Okay, I'm satisfied now. I feel like this looks pretty, and I feel like this is very straight to the point, and I can fill it out as the week goes. All right. And then I love that we did a really cute, oh wait, let me nay it. Hold on. I'm gonna start calling this naying it. Let me select link. So let's copy this. If you haven't linked it, you haven't nayed it. So let me do that. That way I can quickly get back to the dashboard. Boop. And so with my weekly views, I love the dashboard here. I like that this is actually clean. I don't really want anything there now. And then I love my custom scene. It's so pretty. But I had so much fun with you guys. I hope that helped you understand Pinly a little bit better. I hope that you're excited about the new products to hit the shop. And overall, I had fun. I hope you guys did too. And if you like what you see here, go to the shop. It is in there. It is not in Etsy yet. I'll probably load up Etsy by the end of the week. I always load up my actual website first. I do not accept PayPal on my website anymore as of last week because it was just causing so many issues. It kept declining people's payments, and then it takes like 21 days to process each payment, which is just not gonna work. So with all of that being said, check out the new products if you haven't, and I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to like. If you're making it to this point, please like the video. If you watched the whole thing, like it. And I will see you all next time. All right, bye.